Long ago, in the ancient city of Kish, Etana ruled as a wise and just king. He was beloved by his people for his fair leadership and by the gods for his devotion. Etana had built a strong and prosperous city. Under his rule, Kish flourished and the people experienced peace and plenty. Yet, despite all his achievements and the admiration of his subjects, Etana was deeply troubled. Though his city was secure, Etana longed for something that even a great king could not easily attain: an heir. Etana and his wife had tried for many years to have a child, but the gods had not blessed them with one. Without an heir, Etana feared for the future of his kingdom. Who would rule after him? Who would continue his legacy? His worry grew, and he prayed constantly to the gods, asking for their guidance and intervention. He sought out omens and performed countless sacrifices, all in the hope that the gods would hear his plea. In the heavens, the gods looked down on Etana and his plight. They knew he was a good and righteous man, but they also understood that some things were beyond the control of mortals. They decided to send Etana a sign, something to guide him on the next phase of his journey. One day, as Etana continued his prayers, he began to hear whispers of an ancient secret: the plant of birth, a mythical plant that could bestow fertility upon anyone who consumed it. With this plant, Etana believed his wife would finally bear him a son. But there was a problem. The plant was not easily found. It was hidden in the heavens, far out of reach for any mortal. Desperate to find this miraculous plant, Etana turned to the gods once more. He pleaded with Shamash, the sun god, who had often helped him in times of need. Shamash, seeing the sincerity in Etana's heart, decided to offer assistance. He told Etana of a mighty eagle who could help him reach the heavens where the plant grew. The eagle, however, was no ordinary creature. The eagle had once been powerful and proud, soaring through the skies and ruling over all the birds. But it had fallen out of favor with the gods due to its greed and arrogance. The eagle had tricked a snake, its companion and ally, breaking their sacred bond. As punishment, the gods bound the eagle to the earth, trapping it in a deep pit from which it could not escape. Etana would have to find this eagle and set it free if he wanted its help. Determined, Etana set out to find the eagle. After a long and arduous search, he found the creature in the pit, its wings broken and its spirit crushed. The once mighty eagle was now a shadow of its former self, but Etana approached it with kindness. He spoke to the eagle, telling it of his quest and how the gods had sent him. The eagle, sensing the sincerity in Etana's voice, agreed to help him. It asked Etana to care for it, to nurse it back to health, so that it might regain the strength to fly once more. Etana agreed, and over time, he fed the eagle and tended to its wounds. Slowly but surely, the eagle grew strong again. Its wings healed, its feathers shone with new brilliance, and its eyes gleamed with the fierce spirit of the sky. Once the eagle was fully restored, it was time for Etana to begin his journey to the heavens. The eagle instructed Etana to climb onto its back, and with a mighty flap of its wings, the eagle rose from the earth and soared high into the sky. The journey was unlike anything Etana had ever experienced. As they climbed higher and higher, the world below grew smaller and smaller until it was nothing but a distant speck. They flew past the clouds, past the stars, and into the very realm of the gods. The eagle, with Etana on its back, flew straight toward the dwelling place of Anu, the sky god. It was there, in the highest heaven, that the plant of birth was said to be kept. As they ascended, the air grew thinner, and Etana began to feel the weight of his mortal body. He struggled to breathe, his vision blurred, and a sense of dread crept into his heart. The eagle noticed Etana's distress and asked if he wanted to continue. Etana hesitated for a moment, but his desire for an heir was stronger than his fear. They continued their ascent, and soon they reached the gates of heaven. The sight was awe-inspiring. Towering structures of gold and silver, gardens filled with the most beautiful flowers, and the light of the gods shining all around. Etana marveled at the wonders before him, but he knew his mission was far from over. They needed to find the plant of birth. The eagle guided Etana through the heavenly realm, navigating the vast landscapes of divine beauty. Eventually, they came upon a sacred garden where the plant of birth grew. The plant was unlike anything Etana had ever seen. Its leaves shimmered with a golden hue, and its roots seemed to glow with the life force of the gods. This was it, the key to his future, the answer to his prayers. With great reverence, Etana approached the plant and plucked a small portion of it. He thanked the gods for their kindness and the eagle for its help. Now, all that remained was the journey back to Earth. As the eagle and Etana began their descent, something strange happened. The weight of the heavens seemed to press down on Etana, making him feel heavy and weak. The closer they got to the Earth, the more Etana's mortal body struggled to hold on. He realized that while he had achieved his goal, the experience had changed him. He had touched the realm of the gods, and now the mortal world felt distant and unfamiliar. When they finally landed back on Earth, Etana returned to his palace with the plant of birth in hand. He gave it to his wife, and soon after, the gods blessed them with a son. Etana's kingdom was secure, and his legacy would live on through his child. However, Etana could never forget the journey he had taken. He had flown higher than any man before him, seen the wonders of the heavens, and touched the divine. The myth of Etana is more than just a story of a king's quest for an heir. It is a reflection on the desires that drive us, the lengths we will go to achieve our goals, and the realization that some things, even when attained, come with a cost. Etana's journey to the heavens and back was a rare glimpse into the divine, but it also served as a reminder of the limitations of mortality. Despite all the power, wisdom, and strength a king may possess, there are forces in the universe far beyond human control. The story of Etana was passed down through generations, told and retold by the people of Mesopotamia. It remains one of the oldest and most profound tales from ancient Sumer, offering insights into the beliefs and values of a civilization that looked to the gods for guidance and understanding in a world full of mystery and uncertainty.